Have you ever wanted to duel your family or friends? Well, now you can in game Let's Hit Each Other with Fake Swords, where you can become the champion of your household. Curious how to play? I'll teach you in 3 easy steps. First, I'll teach you how to set up the game. Then, I'll teach you how to play the game. And finally, I'll teach you how to win the game. So, we'll begin with setup. You get close your swords and you place them on the table facing the opposite directions towards the players. Then, you vote upon a fight boss. The fight boss will change every round, and each player will get their turn. So the fight boss will give each player 1 card, and then place the rest of the deck inside of the swords. After that, the fight boss will draw the amount of cards as there are players and an additional tool, and make piles. The amount of piles depend on the amount of players. For example, if there's 4 or less players, then there's only 3 piles. 5 players equals 4 piles, and 6 players equals 5 piles. So, you win the game by getting 3 sets of the same colored cards. For example, having 6 green colored cards and 3 black colored cards can win you the game. Or having 3 purple cards, 3 yellow cards, and 3 green cards can help you win the game. You get more cards by pointing at the piles made by the fight boss. If 2 players point at the same pile, then you guys have to duel. If 3 players point at the same pile, then the fight boss chooses which 2 players duel. And if 2 different piles have 2 players pointing at them, then the fight boss decides which 2 players duel. So, after pointing at the deck, your pile, and having to duel, you will read the cards on the pile. Whatever the pile's cards say are the rules for your duel. For example, some green cards could say, over your head. Before you can hit your opponent, toss your sword over your head. This brings me to my next point. Each colored cards means different things. For example, green cards only activate at the beginning of the duel, while yellow cards and purple cards are active during the entire duel. Black cards only apply to the shortest player, and some examples of the shortest player's cards are usually improvements. For example, 20-second duel. The shorter player counts down from 20 to 0, and once the count hits 0, the shortest player automatically wins if they haven't already been eliminated. You eliminate players in the duel by hitting them in either their chest or their back. Another example of a black card is second stab. You have to hit the shortest player in the chest twice or the back twice to beat them. Some examples of purple cards are fancy fighter, where you can only hold the sword with your fingertips, and if anything else touches it, you automatically lose. The fight boss is the referee for the duels, so if whatever they say goes, you may not argue with the fight boss. If 2 players win the game at the same time, then they must put their decks together and shuffle them. Whatever 2 cards are drawn from this pile will be the rules for the duel, and the current fight boss will officiate. Now that you have learned how to play and how to set up the game, go and win. May your sword strike true and become the champion of your household.